If you're a listener of From the Mouths of Madness podcast, I can only assume that you're also a diehard fan of horror movies like myself. My name is Matt Balea, and I own a company called To Die For. We make custom horror-inspired designs for shirts and much more. From original to exclusive content, we can get you whatever it is your dark heart might desire. Check us out at www.todieforshop.com. That's the number 2, die, the number 4, shop.com. Enjoy the show.
The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
So I have been fortunate enough, I feel like, in the long run of apartments that I've lived in, that I really haven't had any loud neighbors.
Well, lucky you, because I have.
Man, I've just, I know I had one neighbor that was 100% a drug dealer, lived across the hall from me.
No.
Oh, yeah. I mean, running out the cars in the front of the building continuously.
Yeah.
Random times.
Oh, no. The worst thing I had wasn't even they were noisy or they were, really obnoxious. But they cooked the worst smelling shit.
Oh, and that permeates apartments, dude.
Yeah, and I had a townhouse, and it would just go in there. I was like, are they cooking a dog? What the fuck, man? It smelled so fucking bad. And I want to be over there dude, open a window, put a fan away from my wall. Yeah. God damn it. I'd be like, oh, all right. Yeah, because it kind of kills your appetite when you're smelling somebody else's really shitty fucking food.
It's your neighbor, so it's coming through the...
Yeah, what the fuck, man? You got a bonfire in there, just throwing out bodies in there? Jesus.
Yeah, like I said, luckily I haven't had super bad neighbor experiences. Really, it's just more roommates annoy me than my neighbors have.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
And that's a little more, yeah.
that can be handled.
Yeah. I don't know, though. In the same instance, is it easier telling a roommate, chill the fuck out, or
Yes.
a neighbor?
Roommate.
Okay.
Easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Way easier. Because at that point, you just got to cut out the... Nah, dude, this isn't cool.
That's true, but they might be like, what are you fucking talking? If it's someone you're tight with that is a roommate, then they might take that personally when it's like, hey, I have my preferences. This is my fucking home too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where a neighbor, you're like, hey, dude,
You see, and that, I guess...
they might not know to fuck with you, I guess is what I'm saying with a neighbor.
That just conversation needs to happen before you move in if you're thinking...
Sometimes you discover shit. Yeah, come on.
No, definitely. But the food thing, they're having a couple meals that I have noticed in hallways. Luckily, I didn't feel like it permeated too much into my apartment. But I have when I've lived in garden style apartments, kind of like our main couple. I guess they're a couple.
Yeah.
In the movie we're going to talk about tonight, dude. Imagine what Vlad's fucking food smelled like.
Oh yeah,
he just. I'm sorry, dude, but when you see him eating and it's just so out of his mouth.
God damn it, so gross.
Want some chicken?
Yeah,
ugh,
chicken.
Fucking. I don't even know what that. Oh, you'll never get it done.
Mini fat bastard.
Mini fat.
Jesus Christ.
Hungarian version of fat bastard.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, folks. So tonight on the chopping block, we're gonna be talking about 2024's comedy horror. Notice I said comedy first.
Yeah.
Destroy All Neighbors. Low down.
F.U. Hunter, what's up, you sweet lick bitches?
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Before we dig any further into this, though, I'd please ask that you like, comment, rate, review, share, subscribe across all the socials, thingamajiggers, Twitter bobbers. Actually, no, fuck Twitter. Does anybody use that shit anymore? Apparently, stock market. Apparently, that's what we use Twitter for now. Because they all post shit.
What's Twitter? You mean X?
Oh my god!
Yeah. See, that's it's not even called Twitter anymore.
I'm not calling it. That is so dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not calling it X.
Yeah.
I refuse.
But that's how worthless it is.
So, but other than that, I don't know who else really uses fucking Twitter. So
yeah.
I guess sports guys too. It's still very fucking active. And
that's
just
true.
Terrible. Anyway.
But on the other stuff, like us and share.
Like us and share. I mean, we are on Twitter. If you frequent Twitter, still go ahead. Give the Madness Boys a thumbs up.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Still post every once in a while, even though I think it's been a couple months, but so, anyway, back to Destroy All Neighbors. So, all right, you knew from the fucking intro what you're in for.
Oh, dude, it has the font, and I know you're about to relate to this. It reminded me when I was a kid, I would play Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
It has the same font style.
Well, that's probably maybe that's where they got it from.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying it has the same font style and the intro with the swirls and like.
I mean, the movie's called Destroy All Neighbors.
Yeah,
and they were one of the producers, Alex Winters, was very young.
exactly.
And I don't know about the director, Josh Forbes. He's done other stuff though. I feel like we've talked about another one of his movies. That name sounds familiar.
I don't know.
I swear we've talked about him with something. I just can't think of what. So, but yeah, I mean, that's probably we're at an era now where that doesn't surprise me if he literally got it from that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. So you knew what you were in for with that. And God, our
main star is Jonah Ray, who, like, if you remember from Victor Crawley, he's the dude at the beginning that has the chick when he proposes, gets all snotty and shit.
Yeah.
So he's popped up in a few. He was in what's the Christmas movie with the animatronic or the killer Santa?
Christmas Bloody Christmas.
Yeah, he's the one that's fucking the girl in the toy store and gets killed.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
he's just
right.
randomly showing up in these horror movies.
No, he's plowing that ass in that movie too,
Yep.
bro. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say, like, I hate his fucking character. I'm gonna get that out of the gate. There's not a single fucking character in this goddamn movie that I like.
Hopefully, I'm not gonna anger some people, but I'm not a big fan of prog rock. And right there, if you don't appreciate it, it gets really fucking. I know they're sort of making fun of it, but
Yeah.
not completely.
No, there's some like, yeah.
And that's kind of the theme of this whole movie is like he's very passionate about his prog rock. He loves it
Very.
and just tells, and he's that kind of like, well, you just wouldn't get it. Like, you don't understand. Like, there's so many elements to prog. And I'm like, God damn it.
One of those guys.
I hate when people explain, like, oh, the reason you like it is because maybe you're not into the complicated, like, and I'm like, stop fucking explaining to me the music I like, motherfucker. All right? Seriously.
Like, when I'm listening to it, I hear those elements and I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's
Am I
what-
allowed to? Like, well, but I guess you just don't appreciate it. Shut the fuck up, dude. All right? Like, seriously. Don't tell me what I have to like and don't like because it's complicated and they took a lot of time to put all these. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so right, exactly. Right out the gate, that's a character we've got, and like I hate him through the whole movie.
And
like I just want to punch him in the dick.
He's what a sound tech for like
Is
a
he?
recording. Well, but they do
Kind of.
have what's that guy's name? The three
Reno
name
911 guy. No, he's not three name. Thomas Lennon plays the
right. But who's the artist with the three names that you have to say his three names is recording his shitty album?
Caleb Bang Jansen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caleb Bang Jansen.
You will say my whole name, all right? God damn it.
Shit, you got any coke? Fucking yeah. And the whole time, like Thomas Lennon was perfect for that role. Like, I
Oh,
just wanted
his
him
whole
to-
thing is like, hey, like we don't do drugs. That's not rock and roll. And everything he says is like that's not rock and roll. It's like no, that's exactly rock and roll. Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's not
we
what rock and roll's
we
about.
follow the rules. You don't follow the rules. That's not rock and roll. Like,
Okay. Yeah, whatever, dude. Fucking idiot. And I don't even know how. Like, clearly, what we're seeing is just a man going insane.
yeah,
Because by the end of the film, that's the only explanation that we've got, really.
sort of. I
Like-
get confused if he's going insane or what's happening because the hostage scene at the end, like he obviously had help. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
and I mean, literally, the three name dude is fucking wrapped in what's his name's entrails or whatever like that is
yeah, but by the end, he's in prison
yeah
watching those two take his award.
yeah
Because his album was like the best or third best or some shit of the year
yeah the prog
or whatever.
album. Yeah,
The Prog Rock album. Yeah.
but there yeah this
So and you never saw you never saw Vlad or any of the neighbors again. So I assumed he was all in his head.
and I wasn't sure, and then you do have where the one neighbor, the Pigman, rolls in there, and like there's Val's head right there, and he doesn't say anything, and so yeah, I guess you could.
It almost so like right there throughout the film, like not so much with Vlad, but once you got to the two other ones.
Yeah.
So by the time you got to the old lady, I'm like, is this like Voices kind of thing with Ron Reynolds?
Yeah.
You know, because you know the whole time you're like, oh no, clearly he's crazy.
Yeah.
There's talking head in his freezer. but what does it really look like to everyone else? And then when voices the reveal is like, oh shit.
It definitely, I would say, it looks like they had fun making the practical effects, but it's very Psycho Gorman in the...
Oh, and the execution? Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, like, it looks cool, but if you told me like you spent a shitload of money on it, I'd be like, oh, well, don't tell me that. Tell me you didn't spend that much money and like that y'all just had fun, all right?
Yeah.
Because like the old lady, like she looks cool, but also like fake as shit. Like,
Well, she looks like the burnt version of the half-woman zombie in Return of the Living Dead. The one that comes through the table.
yeah,
That's literally what I thought. Like, did they just find the old animatronic?
I think it's the eyeballs. That's the
Oh,
thing.
is it
is
the
that-
eyeballs?
Yeah, the eyeballs, just because they're swirling around. She's talking. You're like, okay, all right.
I thought her stuff added to the effect. Now the torso I felt was straight Psycho Gorman because the kid that turned into that brain
Yeah,
thing,
yep.
whatever, he was a brain, right?
Oh yeah.
Is that what he was? Yeah, okay. That totally reminded me of that. But what at the end? I thought all the tentacles were coming from the torso. Did like all the ghosts combine to make the Uber Vlad?
I think so.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. What happened?
He's the one that got pissed off, but then he turned into Mega one.
yeah, like
So
Mega Vlad.
Mega Vlad, yeah.
And I didn't know if it was like all the ghosts combined, and that's what made him.
Yeah.
Because he looked like it was just a bunch of chords and like
And then
instrument
yeah,
stuff.
and then he's like fucking yeah. Now I was trying to figure out so Sweet Licks is
Mhm.
the bum that keeps bothering him for croissants.
Croissant, a
yeah.
croissant.
Yeah.
You're the croissant guy.
And then after he accidentally runs him over, then he realizes that it's the dude that he worshipped as the bass player
Because he
from
had
all
the ring, yeah.
all the information. Well, and he says like Sweet Lick, like right before he
Oh, man,
dies.
that was
It's like,
Sweet Lick.
wait a second.
No.
But I do appreciate when because at the beginning of the movie he's listening to like this dude's like teaching
YouTube video
And
series.
he's like, now
teaching
you want to make
series.
sure you got your stuff in tune. You use these kind of strings. But then after he kills what's his name, then he's like, now you would make sure you cut the body in. Like,
Yeah.
And I did appreciate that where then it's like make sure the cops aren't around. All right, now you're gonna have to cut the body into multiple pieces and get rid of it, get it incinerated as soon as possible.
Mhm.
I like that turned into a how to get away with murder while he's listening to it. And again, his head's getting all fucked up, so that's what he's hearing now.
While you were talking about that, I was seeing him in my head and like that like burnt rubber across his face thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, that reminds me of like it's like slightly Beetlejuice-esque. But really, I think what this movie vibes with the most, and I completely forgot about it while I was watching it, was that movie Freaks that
Which
Alex Winter was in.
Alex Winter's in, yeah.
Dude, but think about the vibe and the
I was
makeup and
literally
the
about to
practical
say
effects.
that
Like,
it is very much on the same level as that.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
okay. That actually just realizing that gives me a new like kind of interpretation of the film because I dig Freaks.
Yeah.
It's fun, and if that's the vein they were going for, that kind
And
of makes a lot
honestly,
more
the,
sense.
the makeup and the effects are about the same level. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But that movie came out in like the early 90s, and we're at 2024.
But maybe he wanted to keep it there.
Maybe.
He didn't want to. Maybe he wanted to make a movie like that,
Yeah.
and that's why it looks like it does.
It leans, it's got some gore, but it leans so much into the like kind of like wacky comedy.
Wacky comedy and like just like gross stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
the
kinda
thing
gross.
is that, like you were saying, Jonah Ray's characters just kind of so
There's
unappealing.
no likable character.
Yeah.
There's not a single character I like. Like the girlfriend, no.
No. Now, but there are little things that
I guess I
are,
kinda like the old lady.
humorous, but not laugh out loud funny. Like
Yeah.
when he's at the end, he needs like time to record his album. So
She goes in that story,
She goes in the
yeah.
story. So they keep updating as he's playing, and like, and then you said, "Don't worry about it. The cop's not going to stop us," and he does. And then and it goes back and forth. I did appreciate that, but again, I was like appreciating it. I'm not laughing,
And
like-
also it went a little because then they had like a break because they're like, oh, I'm stuck, and then he gets his vibe back, and then it's still going on.
yeah.
So they took like a fair amount of the chunk of the end to.
And there's these kind
to
of
do
throwaway
that.
lines, like when the cops are out there and he wants to let him know how serious he is. So he takes one of Vlad's hands and puts it in a box, and he's like, "This will show you how serious I am about. Don't come in here, or I'll kill the hostages."
Yeah.
And when hands getting the cop opens up, he goes, "God damn! I thought I could make it the rest of the week without this happening again."
Yeah,
And you're like,
like-
how do you fucking hand to cat? Like, how many hands are you seeing, dude?
What city is this again?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
So there's little bits here and there, but overall, it's just kind of, I don't know, not as funny as it should be.
And it's not like you feel like it would be way funnier.
I had a better time watching again some like Psycho Gorman.
Yes, 100. Yes, agreed. Yeah. I mean, it was fun with that big long interaction with Vlad, and like when he gets impaled, he's like, "Nah, it's fine. I'm fine. Let's just help me up. Help me up." Yeah. I mean, I can go to some of that stuff, but like, why they try to throw in like some seriousness where he's like, "Now my brother's dead. Oh, my whole family's dead." I'm like, what the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
Because it got super dark.
But we don't really care about his character besides because he kills them, and then he's just there as like, pretty much egging him on to kill other motherfuckers or, and then encourage the rock album.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But he did, but then he didn't. He was like, "You'll never get the album done, Willie."
Yeah.
No, Willie.
No. The makeup is ridiculous. The accent is fucking ridiculous. But Alex Winters is having...
Oh, he's having a blast.
He's having a blast. Yeah.
And then the complete opposite character when he shows up as a lawyer. He's like, "Hey, we're going to go ahead and this is a win."
He's like, "Good news. They didn't find any bodies.
Yeah.
You're getting out."
There you go.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I need to win too. My wife says I never win."
Yeah.
I was like, "God damn."
Yeah. So are we to assume at the end of the movie that pretty much, I guess, they found the bodies? Because he's joking around about, well, they can only run, I don't know why they have 3 life sentences. I've only got 1 life. So
yeah.
you assume that's not just for the kidnapping. That's also for them finding the bodies.
Do you get a life sentence for kidnapping?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's the punishment for kidnapping.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, it's not, life in prison. Yeah. I mean, because all those people... But
I don't know about 3 life sentences. That's usually murder.
So each one...
I like how, he kept saying, "I'm not a serial killer. I'm a serial manslaughter." He's in such denial, that he's to kill these motherfuckers,
I don't know why she came back. I still don't like her character, even though she's still there.
Yeah.
By his side, whatever. I'm like, what?
I guess because she passed the bar, now she's
okay.
Wants to help him out?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just weird because she.
I just watched it. And I'm still like, shit. I don't know.
There's no. I don't get the motive.
Yeah, because again, we were talking about with Vlad, they here's this whole backstory. Yeah, never worry about it.
Yeah.
And here's their story. Let's not worry about it. It sets up, and then you just aren't supposed to give a fuck.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, damn. I feel like that pretty much.
Yeah. There's little bits. I mean, you have, like I said, the what do you call it? His emotional support pig, the neighbor that comes over.
Oh,
and
yeah.
by the way, he just starts trashing Dude Man's place and smashing records.
Every day.
So I'm not saying he deserved to get killed, but he ran in there and started destroying his shit. Someone might react, hence getting stabbed over. I do all right, I will throw this out here. When he cuts him he breaks his most precious record,
mm-hmm.
and then he accidentally stabs Pigman, and then he's like, "Hold on, let me get this," and he pulls it out, and then it just starts spraying blood. He's like, "Oh, maybe I'll try to put it back in." Yeah, no, dude.
The broken record,
and he's just getting sprayed with blood. That scene was pretty funny, but again, we're talking about snippets here and there.
In the 86-minute movie. Okay, mind you, this is an 86-minute movie where we shouldn't be saying that it's not all funny. It's an 86-minute movie.
Running into the same problem we had with Kid versus Aliens.
Oh God,
which is a short movie, but still
feels long.
Yeah,
how does that work? I don't.
Because it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be and
it is fun, but the problem is there's not enough of the opposites of the thing that make it where there's a balance. Like I said, I don't like any of the characters. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, maybe spoke, the old lady. I'll give the old lady, but she was still annoying as shit. She just didn't want to pay for people to fix shit. That's how she ended up dying. Yeah. So she still was annoying. I don't know. I didn't like any of the fucking characters. Not a one.
No.
Not a one.
I mean, maybe not supposed to, but you would at least think you sort of like the main character.
Yeah.
But he was just fucking annoying.
Yeah. All right, folks. That's going to wrap it up for us talking about Destroy All Neighbors. We'll be right back.
In a world with too many reboots and remakes,
2 men will stop at nothing to make it even worse.
Join Mike the Hobbit and Tondi as they play by their own rules while pitching new takes on some of your favorite and least favorite films and TV shows. What podcast would dare to bring this upon the world?
This is Smack My Pitch Show.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIpodcast.com.
Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I'm Lowdown.
I'm FU Hunter.
Do you love horror?
We fucking do.
So this is a podcast dedicated to all things in cinematic horror. We're talking movies, television, composers, special effects artists. We're gonna fucking cover it.
So if you love horror,
Embrace the madness.
In a world of blockbuster movies, there's another dimension.
The dimension of schlock cinema. Join us at Beautiful Disasters on a journey into the fringe territory of B-movie abandon.
We review the flicks that are forgotten or underappreciated to give them a proper place in the annals of celluloid history.
I'm the Groots,
FU Hunter.
your guides at Beautiful Disasters. Come along with us for a fun ride. May the schlock be with you.
All right, every one of those shows you can go to GUIpodcast.com. They're all available through there. They're also available anywhere you get your podcast. But again, going through GUIpodcast.com, you can go to our links page, click
it's
see
all
public.
right there.
It's all right there.
Yeah.
It's all right there. You can go
Check
to
out all the other podcasts, and
yeah,
there's that little link there. If you want
T-Public.
some merch,
get some merch.
boom.
There you go. I mean, it's still going to be, spring's coming, so you can still rock the hoodie. Summer, some
we got a little more
t-shirts,
time.
tank tops. We got, I mean, the weather has been like
I don't
on
know.
crack.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, we're in Virginia, dude. Like, he doesn't know what the fuck it's doing.
No shit. I don't know. We're going to North Carolina tomorrow, and it's like, I think the low is 40. Or no, I'm sorry, like 48. And then Saturday nights is 31.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's happening.
I wouldn't be surprised if we went to North Carolina and it was snowing down there and then fucking raining in Virginia. I'm not surprised anymore.
Yeah, it's true. But there's tons of shit. If you buy any, please tag all the shows, the network, all that stuff. And yeah, we'd love to see you guys rocking that stuff. So, all right. Now, does not survive the chopping block for me. I will probably never watch this again.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Just like, I don't know. I wanted to like it because it looks like it's something that's right there.
I think it's just a kind of a dreary tone for a comedy that, like, you want to have fun with it, but
Yeah.
I think Jonah Ray's character just whines and bitches, and he's just sad that you don't have a good protagonist, and you're just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like,
And then
he's just
everyone else
crazy.
is just asshole. Like the fucking the record store owner, was it
Or the record label, like the studio guy.
yeah, Scott, Thomas Lennon, and then
Yeah.
the Caleb Bang Jensen. Like, fuck both of those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, the cops are. What? I mean, there's nobody. There's nobody.
Nobody care. Yeah.
Nobody.
I'll agree with you. It should have been a lot more fun. Again, Freaks.
Freaks. Yeah,
Or
Freaks was
I think it's Freaked.
freaked. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
But Freaked, it was fun.
it was.
You had Mr. T in there. You had a bunch of random ass motherfuckers. It just, that was one of those where they went, let's just do what we can. This one just doesn't have that same appeal.
No,
Like,
not at
I'll
all.
watch Freaked again.
Yeah, 100%. I would watch Freaked. So, all right, folks, hit us up at lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Let us know what you think of the film. Did you like it? Did you think it was? Did you enjoy the pace? Did you think that it was a lot more laughs than? Did you get more laughs out of it than we did? Let us know. And until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIpodcast.com.